Welcome to making my house a home. Boy, it's bright out here. We have backyard projects. If you remember last year, I planted a vegetable garden and I fed all of the critters in the neighborhood and not us. This year, things are changing. I decided I'm going to plant flowers instead. Because I got this backyard set up and I might as well do something with it that makes me happy, and it makes me happy to see flowers in it. Now you notice all this gardening crap behind me. These are going to Habitat for Humanity. I gotta load them in the car. But these things behind me is part of Plan A for the backyard. I'm getting a shed. I have waited so long because if you'll look, the shed up there, way up there, is 3 feet wide and 10 feet long. And you try getting stuff in there when the door's on the long side. Nothing fits in there. There's nothing in there right now. Hasn't been for years. So with income tax this year, decided it was time to do something about it. So I'm gonna take you out in the yard and show you what's different this year. So if you remember, I had put in a 4-block high cement block wall here, and that's where I had all of my garden stuff. And I started thinking, I don't need that height, and I really didn't need it before. But now, here comes the new plan. Warning! I broke the block wall down. Of course, I didn't do it. I had to pay somebody. And I took that apart and made this. Now I get to have lots of pretty flowers. Of course, I have work to do out here. You can see that my mix here of dirt and stuff, first off, it needs amended. It needs grub stuff put into it to kill the grubs. I have a lot of grubs, I guess. Maybe they ate my food, who knows? But ooh, I don't have a thing on top of this, but I do here. You're pretty high up there. So I will just sit my bum down on the part that has, oh, I can lower you. There we go. That's better. The part that has the sitting block on top the caps, so to speak. So here's the plan for my garden this year. I've never grown flowers. I have my mother's rose bush sitting there that they dug out so they could put this in. And I'm gonna put it back in the center because she was the center of my world. I'm gonna put it the center in this section here. And I need your help. I've never grown flowers, so therefore, I don't know what to pick to put in here to make beautiful stuff. Now, ideally, I want things that are gonna come back each year, because I don't want to have to go through this. You know, being disabled and having to dig into a garden every single year just isn't going to work for me. What's going to work for me is coming out here and weeding. But, you know, I'm going to put down the garden cloth and burn holes in it. But from you, I need to know, what perennials would you put in a flower garden so they come back every year? And bear in mind, I'm in zone 6A. And I just want to make sure that I pick the right thing. Now, I could go up to my favorite place to buy plants, which is Michael Brothers Nursery in Russellton, PA. And that's where I'll probably go and get them. But I want this to be like our garden, between you and I. So I figured the best way to do that is to ask you to give me what plants you would put in. And yeah, that's what's going to work for me this year, is to get your advice of what I want to put in these two lovely beds. Now, they're not even, they're not precious and pretty, and you know, I'm sure you noticed by now that I don't do that kind of stuff around here. I have a regular old house. I don't have a pristine house. I don't have some giant, beautiful place that I can call home. I just have a home that we are building and making our house a home. We're making it nicer on the inside as we go. Eventually, we'll get some kind of vinyl siding on it and make it look pretty on the outside. But for right now, it'll have to wait. Now, the thing about all the garden stuff that's on the porch, and here's the exciting part. Come with me, walk with me, my friends. And like I said, I have my mom's rose bush, and look how good it's doing. Of course, it needs to come out of that pot, but look at that, that looks so wonderful. And I'm gonna get it out of this pot probably later tonight or tomorrow. I'm opening the gate. Hi, baby, how's my little girl? She gets worried when I come out of the gate. Huh, honey? Pretty baby. Stella. She doesn't like it when she thinks mommy's gonna leave her. So, let me show you. Remember I told you about that awful shed I have back here? Let me show you up front. I'm gonna set my drink down. Well, pause for substance. Oh. Crystal Light raspberry tea. So, do you see how wide this shed is? Not wide at all. And equally, do you see how wide the only door is? And then we have this nice long length and nothing in there, not a thing. So here's the plan. I'm gonna tear this down. Not sure when, but it's gonna happen. But coming Monday, they're gonna deliver a new shed. Yay! And it's gonna be delivered and put right here so that my grandson can put the shed right here. Now let me put you on the ground and give you a better perspective. Can you see? I guess you can't. Let me put you up here. This will be the back of the shed. Coming up this way. It's going to be a 10-foot by 10-foot shed, and we're going to put a ramp right here so that we can put all the garden stuff in there, get it off my porch, and make it better for us to use. We'll have a nice porch to sit on and not feel like we're sitting in the gardening shed. But I hope to get this place cleaned up. Yeah, I'm out of breath. I get out of breath walking up to the car. And that's kind of what I just did. Okay. Hi, honey. Hi, Pingers. Here's Pingy. Say hi, Ping. You want to go in the house? Okay. Pause. Let me put Pingy. You want to go in the house? House, baby? Go ahead. Whew. So, the dining room that we just worked on is right behind this door here. And this is the kitchen. And I'm sweating from just walking up there. Oh boy, this is gonna be a hard summer. It's like 70 out and I'm sweating. But anywho, oh, that's not too bad. The plan is to clear this porch. I have gardening implements every doggone where you sit. Uh-oh. I also have a big leak in my vermiculite bag. Not sure how that happened, but it just did, because it wasn't there when I came out. But anyhow, I have bees wanting to get me. Oh, yike bees. No yike 'em. So, just thought I'd bring you along. Oh, and the strawberries, not too promising. I have one strawberry trying to come in there in the back. Does anybody know what these are? I have no clue. But there's a nice strawberry. And there's a strawberry there. I gotta pull those out, because I didn't plant them. And you can bet your bottom dollar, if they're in there, they're a weed. So, I have my work cut out for me this summer. And just to let you know, oh, there goes my hair again. Woo! Any gardening stuff that I'm going to do, I'm going to release it on Monday. And it's not going to affect anything with our regular schedule. We're going to try to do 2 videos a week. We don't have that just yet, but we're going to try. Okay, so I guess I'm going to plant you now and dig it later. Talk to you soon.